Hey, what's up, everybody? We are here in War Season number 15. So all those changes I talked about the other day are going to happen after War Season number 16. So we will still have, I believe, a 3-day rest period after this current War Season. So after the next war, all those big changes, the longer peace period, the 24 or 23.5 hour war battles, the 5-day duration for the war season, that's all gonna be after war season number 16. If that holds true what they've been saying on the forums. So we are here, and this is now more of an uphill battle. So we are in day 3 or day 2.5 of the war season here, number 15, and we just barely beat these guys in the last battle, and then we went up and queued up again, but they are getting I think a 3 or 4% skull increase bonus, so it's going to be a very, very close and tough battle here. So it leads itself to the unpredictability of who's going to win. So like before, if you won and you won very closely, it's like, oh, okay, you edged it out now and there's really no reason to fight. But they actually have a reason to fight now, so they probably can come back and beat us in this war season right here if they put the same amount of effort into fighting they did last time. Because again, they're getting additional bonus skulls. And I know there's been some controversy on this. I know the top alliances kind of don't like this. But overall, I'm a huge fan of it. Even if it, ends up biting us in the ass here and we end up losing because of that, I don't care. I enjoy, this added feature, this skull bonus. It only really affects like heavy grinders. And so that's part of the reason why like the top 10 alliances are upset, is because in their wars, it's not enough just to do 3 attacks and then be done with it. They are sitting there and like grinding their asses off, doing like 10 to 15 attacks every single war battle against others to try and gain every little bit of skulls that they can. So it's like super uber intense in the top there. And in the lower levels, it's just like, please guys, please do attacks. Please get your 3 attacks in, like try and beat people 100%. So it's a huge difference. And again, that's what separates the top from the average, the casual-ish players, is that, we don't stress as much about like grinding nonstop. We're not that ultra competitive that we have to grind out, 15 fights on the same opponents to try and get the maximum amount of skulls that we possibly can. So if I remember correctly, he has a guy on the other side as well. No, he doesn't. Okay, so he doesn't have a tower over there, so we can just blow up his tower with the Sonic Blast. So what we did there was we took out one tower on the left, and we sort of, I don't recall if we screamed or not, but we took out that tower on the left, and we saved our Sonic Blast for the next tower that would have been on the left. So if he had a tower on the left, we could have popped our Sonic Blast and blew up that tower right there to get 100% on both sides of his base. Because even if you miss one tower in Alliance Wars, you end up losing like 10 or 15 skulls, and that can be a very, very big amount of skulls. That can, we've had wars where it actually matters. And you see here, you'll get these magic chests, and they have stayed around. We had 2 leftover chests from last war season, and I'm just deciding to kind of let them sit there and try to build them up. And they are still there from last war season, so that's about over a week ago now. I'm not sure exactly how long they will stay. We're going to test this out and see, so I'm not going to open up those magic chests right now. I'm going to hold off until what we see. People have also talked about other like glitches for the magic chests and things like that. I guess there was a way to kind of get like infinite magic chests, which seems kind of crazy to me. But I guess it was possible. I don't know. I didn't hear or know about these at all. Supposedly they've been fixed. But yeah, very, very cool, crazy stuff. And they weren't really even like glitches. They were just like, from what I understand, it was just like kind of like smart ways to go around the system. So we'll see if we can actually just store up the magic chest. I've heard people talk about opening those magic chests when you have full bread amounts, so you can't get any bread out of the magic chest, which that would be a pretty smart idea right there. And then there's also on that token, like, why not open the magic chest when you have full gold amount and full bread, so you don't get any gold, so you don't get any bread, and you're only getting hero gear, pearls, diamonds, and vouchers. So I think that would be pretty cool if that works right there. If you open up the magic chest and you have full gold, full bread, so you don't get any of those items, and you're only getting, gems, pearls, hero gear, and vouchers. That would definitely be really, really cool. So I think I'm going to try that once I get like 15 or 20 of these chests and see how that goes. Again, it's pretty hard to get the full gold amount. You need 12 million gold once you have max level treasure chamber. That takes a good amount of grinding and use of like a 1-day gold shield. Possibly a 3-day gold shield, depending on how much you actually can farm. But yeah, if you can get nothing but gems and pearls out of those magic chests, that could be a huge, 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 huge deal right there. I did open a couple other ones on my lower level account, and I did notice that we got, a lot lower value items. So we got extremely lucky with getting those like 45 gems in one chest. I haven't gone back and watched that video to see if it was like a legendary gold aura around that chest. It probably was. I did pick up earlier today a legendary bread chest, which gave me like 600 bread, and it gave me enough bread to fill up my entire bread supply, my silo. But that was pretty cool. 70 gems. Definitely could have used those gems. Alright, so let's do one more raid here. Let's see what we got going on. We're looking for the highest skull value, so we're looking for the person that's got like the highest level. So 786, I think, is the highest here. And you'll notice that the first person we attacked was worth like 840 or so, and he was only 3,200 trophies. So even though he was a low amount of trophies, he was worth a ton of skulls, because the amount of skulls that they are worth is not tied to the trophies at all. It's only tied to the hero level. So that first opponent that we attacked, his king is actually level like 94, I think it is. He's in the 90s, and that's why he's worth so many skulls. I have a feeling eventually they'll kind of change that system, because right now, like, level 120 kings are a huge detriment to having them in your alliance, because they'll give the opponents like 1,000 skulls or 1,100 skulls. They'll give them a lot of like bonus skulls for beating their bases, and there's nothing that you can do. Like, level of your king doesn't mean you're gonna have a stronger base. Once you get to like the max level, like, end game of say like 100, there's nothing that can really change base wise between a level 100 king and then a level 120 king. Your base is all gonna be like roughly maxed out. So I'm sure they probably will change and tweak that. They're still obviously evaluating and learning. Of course, I'm eagerly excited about like the PvE content for. They said something is gonna be some like alliance PvE content. So we don't know if it's gonna be like a group attacking thing or like a raid style. That would be really, really cool. And for all the latest, definitely head over to the Royal Revolt 2 forums. I will also try and keep you up to date as much as possible. I'm pretty active on the forums, so if things pop up there, I'm able to pull it up, let you know, so you can, kind of lurk on the forums a lot, or you can subscribe here, like the channel, get all the latest Royal Revolt 2 news and updates. And that's going to do it here. Let's take a look at the chest we got here. Skull chests. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Definitely hit that like button, and I will talk to you soon.